Is there anybody here who struggled? I can tell, Isaac, you had some serious struggles in the classroom. So Isaac, tell me about your struggles in the classroom. How poorly did you do, and how did you fix this, man?
So my most challenging year was my sophomore year, and that was the year when I started actually taking classes that pertain more to my major. So the biggest ones were anatomy and physiology, which were one class, and then physics. So sophomore year, in my opinion, for exercise physiology majors, which is what I'm majoring in, is to me the most challenging year because um, it really starts challenging your study habits and what you've been doing that far in college. And so my fall semester, I had my lowest GPA ever. And I'm not saying like a 3.9 or like a 3.95 that some people do and they like are used to getting 4.0s and then get an A minus and then freak out. It was like a 2.58. So it was the lowest that I've ever gotten, like ever in school. And so it was a very, very overwhelming and stressful time just because I just felt like my life was falling apart. And I thought that like the student I was in high school, just completely left. My physics teacher gratefully allowed me to still go on to physics 2 in the spring semester, even though I didn't meet the required grade to continue on. And so because of her, I really got my act together between her and my physics TA. They both helped me in the spring semester really get my life back on track. And so Dr. Rashke, who was my physics professor, had me sign a academic contract saying I would do a certain amount of hours in both her office and in Maya Rudik's office, who was also the TA for physics, and that I had to do a bunch of this other criteria to make sure that I was actually upholding our agreement. That has really shaped the student who I am today and has really given me a challenge that I think a lot of high schoolers need, especially if they are used to being straight A students, because getting that B and that C, or even like an A minus, may feel like the end of the world, but honestly, it's not. It's not as big of a deal as someone thinks. If you're getting it consistently, it could be a problem, but getting like B's is still really, really good for being a college student.
Why do you think that teacher cared so much and bent the rules so that you could persist?
I think she saw I was more capable of doing what I was showing, and it wasn't like I was slacking off in class. I was being attentive in class. I was asking questions and still coming to her from time to time. But I think she knew I could do more, and she knew that I had more in me, and she wanted me to really realize that and reach my full potential. So she allowed me a chance to prove myself and really show what kind of student I could be compared to the student that I was being. And I was really grateful that she gave me a second chance.
I mean, that's an amazing gift. Because were you thinking of quitting?
It was on my mind. Like I said, a very stressful time, not only in the classroom, but athletics were starting to hurt and other things. So to have that one kind of shining, like kind of dim light in a dark tunnel really kept me on my feet and told me just to like continue to work